Okay, here's my 2014 CTX 700. There's the LASFIT bulb. So you can tell that that is the bulb. It's very unique looking. So, first I want to point out there's no way to turn off the headlight on this bike. As with most modern bikes, you just have your running daylight and high beam. There is no off on the controls. So, turn this on. There you can see the light works. There's high beam. There's low beam. So, what makes this malfunction? I don't know. So, I don't know if I have to ride it around a bit. I really don't want to because it's a death trap as it is. But when it will go out, the high beam indicator will come on and the light will go out, and either the low beam or the high beam will work. So let's start up the bike. And I'm just going to let it idle for a bit and see if it does it. Like I said, if it doesn't, I will ride around, I guess, in the neighborhood. But this thing has been malfunctioning from the start. I, of course, couldn't tell because I tested it just like this. And obviously I thought it was working. So I went out on the open road. You know what, I'm going to turn this off for a bit just so I can talk. I'll leave that running. Hopefully it won't kill my battery. But this bulb is responsible for the scariest time in my life ever. And I'm not exaggerating. So let me explain. I went about 35 miles away on the freeway. This was during the daytime to my destination. I noticed the high beam indicator would go on like this, which means that blue light right there. And I thought, okay, maybe my brights are going on for some reason. Maybe I hit the button or something. Didn't know why. Okay, but I wasn't worried because I couldn't tell my light bulb was actually going out. Once I got there, I did what I needed to do. Excuse me, I have a cough. I started on my way home. It was dark out. Started the bike. I had the light just like this. Once I got on the freeway on-ramp, the light went out. And it would go out for minutes at a time. And at freeway speeds, that's miles at a time. Okay? So it was absolutely terrifying. Now, with the standard H4, it has two filaments. So if one burns out, you can usually flick to the other and at least get yourself home. When this thing goes out, both the high and the low beam go out, and you've got nothing except my running lights. Okay? So I tried pulling over on the side of the freeway, which gives me only a few feet with the shoulder, the concrete shoulder. This is 2 wheels, not 4, so I can't be on the gravel and dirt with this thing. The shoulder's slanted this way, and my kickstand is on the left, so it basically was teetering. So I go down, and under there's the connection, and I start pushing on it. The bike starts tipping over to the right without the kickstand and almost crushing me on the side of the freeway in the middle of the night. So nothing could be worse than that. I muscled the bike back up after pushing on that connection to confirm that it was on all the way. I then started my way on the road again. Now I noticed a policeman with his lights on up ahead, and I thought, okay, if he sees me, he's going to impound the bike. I'm going to have to get home somehow. I don't know how, and I'm going to get a ticket. I don't know if I'm going to go to jail or what, but I didn't want that to happen. So luckily he was occupied giving someone else a ticket, and I got by. Once I got on the freeway going north-south, there's state land on both sides. So there's no lamps, there's no headlamps, there's no street lamps, there's no houses. There it goes. See, that's on, no light. High beam, low beam, nothing. Nothing. Fan has stopped. Light has stopped. Running lights are on. Engine's on. And this is what happened in the middle of the night. Okay? How freaking scary is that? So anyway, state land both sides. We'll see how long it takes for it to go back on. No light whatsoever. There's plenty of deer on that state land. A deer could have jumped out. Another car could have hit me. I could have slipped on something. You know, I had no light. So this thing is really, really dangerous. It almost killed me. I said a prayer in my helmet. Please, God, get me home to my young son so I'm not dead and he has to grow up without a father. I got home. I thanked my lucky stars and the Lord for getting me home. But yeah, let's see if I start the bike. Bike is started. High beam indicators on. Doesn't do anything. No lights. Okay, this bike works perfectly. Ran it for 1,300 miles with a halogen, no problems. Only problem is with this stupid LASFIT LED bulb. So why I'm making this video is not to besmirch the company publicly. I don't want to do that. I'm doing this because after calling customer service, despite the free 30-day return right on the card, actually says 1 year on Amazon, he would not give me a new bulb or a refund without video evidence. I am not joking. He said I need pictures or video evidence of it malfunctioning, and he would not process my return or refund without that. Now, I've had products go bad in the past, but I've never ever had to give anything other than my own testimony of saying how it malfunctioned. So I don't know if he just thought I'm lying to try to get another cheap made in China bulb or what, but here's the video that you requested. There you can see the part numbers, made in China, plug and play, super easy, blah blah blah. Like I said, the other bulb in this pack is in my Yamaha XSR 900, which is currently in the shop for a recall. Okay, so that's why the bike isn't in my garage right now. But you saw there's 2 halogen bulbs in here. One I took out of this, one I took out of the Yamaha. Excuse me. So there's your evidence. LASFIT, I don't know, guys. I'm just telling you the absolute truth, honest story of what happened to me. I've never been so frightened in my life, and I'm lucky I wasn't killed or injured or had my bike fall either on me or scratched up and dented on the side of freeway or hit by a truck or anything like that. So there it is, guys. Hopefully this will satisfy Steve at LASFIT.